Hello, is it me you're looking for? How we doing, trips? How are we this fantastic evening? Let me just put my trackpad over here and my keyboard here. How we doing? Sunday evening. Well, Sunday evening for me. Monday for some of you. Sunday morning for some others. Let me just check to make sure the stream is going. See if anybody's watching. Indeed. It's always disconcerting when you look at the stream on YouTube. It's always about 30 seconds to a minute behind. I have removed the delay, but it never seems to make any difference. So, you are all here. Who have we got? I say you're all here. There's a few of you here already. Nick and Marco. I think, Nick, you're probably in bed at this point. Marco, potentially you're here. I'm just checking the chat, hence why I'm looking that way. Can't pronounce that username, but hi. Is that what font language is that? Thanks for coming along. We're going to chat all things foldable tech. General, average dad, news, nonsense. You're going to tell me about what's been going on in your life. What tech you've been buying. Just give it a little while. Okay, it's starting to ramp up. We get 12. The streams recently have been, and I'm not expecting this every time, but the streams recently have been kicking off, as the kids would say. 78 people watch concurrently on my Honor Magic stream, and it's sitting at over 2,000 views just now, so that's pretty goddamn incredible. Digitality. That's what it means. Awesome. Suraj, hey man, hey, thanks very much for joining. Again, just going to wait a minute for the chat and the average dad army to join the stream. For those that are here just now, I assume you can hear me okay. And I keep looking away that way because my chat's on there. I've got a mount that I put sometimes my Tab S8 Ultra, which has the chat window, but tonight I'm using it as a camera. So yeah. I do also, by the way, this isn't the view you'll be getting all night. If I just smash on over to the live, as you can see here, I've got some, Pixel Fold action, Z Fold 5 action, Xiaomi 13 Ultra, which is actually the camera I'm using here. However, please don't let the quality of this camera put you off the 13 Ultra. The 13 Ultra does 4K, 8K. I'm using iRuin camera, which is a virtual camera, and no matter how much I look into the settings, I cannot somehow get it to give me 4K resolution. So again, this camera is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. Got the box here. But don't think that resolution is you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I've got a couple of little setups. We're going to talk about the phones I've got. Let's swing it back here. We're going to talk about the phones I've got. I want to talk about the phones you've got, and also talk about what phones I will be offloading very, very, very soon. For those that are aware, I have picked up the Pixel Fold again. I'm going to drop a lot of content on that because I feel there's some unanswered questions and some myths around there. I did do a top 10 tips video that came out today, so thanks if you've watched that. But essentially in that, I talked about the battery life and how I add the battery widget. There's some strange myth out there that the Tensor G2 chip is not battery efficient. Now, it's not as efficient as the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 chip. Obviously, very little is. But the Tensor G2 chip in the Pixel Fold, with its 4.5 to 48,000 milliamp hour battery, is a comfortable day and a half, sometimes 2 days, depending on usage phone. So yeah, I'm going to do a battery test, show you my usage, because it's unfair. Now, is the Tensor G2 chip built for hardcore gaming? No, absolutely not. Is the Tensor G2 chip going to explode or cook the phone if they ever did introduce faster than 30-watt charging? Probably. Yep, because it already gets pretty hot charging at 30 watts. If you can get 30 watts charging. But no, once you've got that phone fully charged, trust me, the 100% battery will last quite a while. So yeah, howdy, Stacey, hi. Iconic, hello, how are we, dude? Thanks for coming along. Some faithful, loyal viewers in the chat. And we are now over 20. Brilliant. So, yeah, I was just ranting about, not ranting, but telling you that I've got the Pixel Fold. And I'm going to be doing a lot more content on this. Again, this is a lovely Casetify case, not a sponsor. Although, who knows, maybe one day. Yeah, the battery on the Pixel Fold is great. However, not as good as the battery on the Samsung Z Fold 5. And probably not as good as the battery on the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. But not poor. So, let's start off. The Honor Magic V2. My week started on Monday, first thing, with a live stream for you. I cancelled a meeting in order to make that live stream for you, and I'm so glad I did. That stream had like 78 concurrent viewers, over 2,000 views since Monday. Super delighted with the numbers that my live stream's pulling in, and that's obviously all thanks to you. Certainly not the production quality here, but thank you. The whole point of that stream was what I believed was going to be the release date and the price of the global ROM. You already know the hardware that you're going to get. You know the software you're going to get because I've done the Honor Magic 5 Pro. And I've done the Chinese version of the V2. Obviously, with the global ROM comes less issues because you'll have full GMS services, so full Google mobile services. However, for those that watched the stream, it was 60 minutes long and it was 56 minutes talking about a purse. Yeah, for those that didn't catch the stream, that's not bullshit. The Honor event was essentially overtaken by a concept phone that might come out at some point in life. And it's essentially the Huawei Mate XS2 with a strap attached to it. If you haven't already, open a new window on your browser, search Honor Magic Purse. Is that what they're calling it? Or Honor Purse. Yeah, it'll blow your mind as to how they've managed to blatantly just resell the Huawei Mate XS2. Call it a purse. They literally had catwalk models walking down a stage showing off a purse of all things. Absolutely wild. I really can't say this username, but what the hell are you thinking? Super, you know what? That's too much, dude. Tea and crumpets are on me. Hey, dude, thank you so much for that. That's amazing. Super, did you check the Honor live stream or my live stream? It was just so embarrassing because I'd hyped up this global ROM coming out and then jack shit happened. And only then, and I'm going to get into this rant, I'm just going to do it now. So as soon as the event happened, I know you will all have noticed Super Saf here in the UK. They're all escaping me now, but essentially every big tech reviewer released their Honor Magic V2 first impressions videos because Honor shipped them all before the event, literally a few days before, so they've had them before the event, and that's what they done. They released their first impressions. At no point did they know or have they been told when it would be released or the price. But after all those videos were made, because they were made a day or two before the event, it then came out that we're going to get a 2024 January or maybe February release. So the Honor Magic V2 Global will be out next year. Super disappointing. However, I can't find this clip, so you can call bullshit on me and say I'm making it up. I called this before I purchased the Chinese ROM for one reason and one reason only. In the UK, the Honor Magic VS was only just released in February or March. And then a couple of months later, or 3 months later, they released the Honor Magic V2 in China, which I bought, which you all watched those videos and you loved those videos. The views on them are incredible for a channel of my size. So I kind of thought in the back of my head that it might be next year, because why would Honor essentially take away UK and European sales of the VS by releasing a far superior phone just a few months later? But I was hoping I'd be wrong. And sadly, I wasn't wrong. But I kind of was wrong, because I did kind of leak that the global version would be out in August, September time. So apologies for that. But anyway, so to continue on with my rant, you have all these big reviewers that don't put their hands in their own pocket. They wait until they get sent a device. Then they finally release when there's an event on, like 2 months after I release my content. And obviously they're going to get more views because they've got huge channels, millions of subscribers. But they still didn't really talk about the phone. They didn't tell you about the experience you're going to have. They made it look like, oh, this hardware is fantastic. They did say it's in China only. They never once talked about G-Space, G-Box that you have to sideload, no Google services. And do you know why that is? Go back and watch any of those videos. Honor pre-installed GMS services. So they never had a clue. Or they did, and they just avoided it. And that really, really annoyed me, because so many people are going to look at those videos, get hundreds and thousands and millions of views, and go to Wanda, Gizstop, all these import sites and buy the devices, then open them and realize, hold on, I can't get Google, because SuperSaf's video, Tom the Tech Chat's video, whoever else's video showed Google apps on the device. So that's my rant. That annoyed me. I don't think it's fair to the consumers. It shouldn't have been. If you're going to review the Honor Magic V2, then you have to review the Chinese version, because the global version with GMS services is not officially out till next year. However, caveat, Honor have a registration program where you can register to get Google services on your Honor Magic V2, which essentially turns it into any other phone you'd import from Wanda, like the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3. It'll have full Google services. The only thing it still won't have is Android Auto, but Google Pay, all that other good stuff will work. Hopefully you've all made sense. I know I've been ranting for a little bit there. Right, let's check some questions if there are any. Howdy. I'm here, Miss Wack. Hello, Stacey. Since the Honor Magic V2, what comes? Any new foldables coming out? Absolutely. I'm going to talk about one in particular that I have high hopes for. If you're late to the party, remember, of my foldables, I'll still have the Z Fold 5 and the Google Pixel Fold for the second time. So yes, there is a phone. Stay tuned. In the next 5 or 10 minutes, I will be discussing it. That's a shame. Yeah. The only purse, you can't put anything in. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Dad. Hi, Ike. How we doing, buddy? You well? Nice to see you. Still a bit blown away by Super's super chat. That's, super cool. So, the other thing I wanted to touch on was just what I'm doing with the channel at the moment, and then I'm going to talk about that other foldable phone that's coming out at the end of this month. So with the channel, as promised, I am going to do daily content. Now, behind me you will see the Sony A7X, a 360-degree speaker system, so the two little circles you see on top come off, and you put the big one in front of you, so in front of your TV, you put the two little speakers behind you. Guys, let me tell you, the sound of it is incredible. It works. As a portable, wireless, Bluetooth cinema surround system, if you're watching sports, movies, by the way, this isn't sponsored. Obviously, Sony aren't sponsoring me. It really, really works. It's £500 or $500, I believe, on Amazon, UK or US. Amazon have a really good returns policy. I'm just putting this out there. So if you are interested to try it out, I would recommend buy it, try it for a while, and send it back if you don't like it. But I'm convinced you're going to like it. And I've got a lot more tech around. So for a while, I am going to focus on foldable phones. Obviously, again, I've got foldable phones, but I'm trying to intersperse different content like the speaker or other things. The tablet, I done an essay, a long-term Tab essay Ultra review. I done an iPhone 15 Pro kind of leak, rumoured video about the Apple event. I'm just trying to mix it up. I want to get as much content out as possible. Well, I'm not going to lie. I want to get as much content as possible because the algorithm apparently likes it. While my channel is growing unbelievably well, I'm so happy. I keep looking at other channels and think, how the hell do you get there? So tell me in the chat, do you want another rant for a few minutes, or do you want me to talk about a foldable device? I can only imagine what you want me to talk about. Nice live stream. Thanks very much. Yeah, tonight is off the cuff, a bit more ranty, talking about tech. We talked about the Honor Magic V2 going. I'm going to answer this for you. I'm going to talk about the foldable I am looking forward to. So let me just... Well, there you go. You can see me now on delay. Let's bring it to this. There we go. So you can all see Review Plus, the Review Plus website. There we go. So the Review Plus website, to be honest, it's not like I trust this website wholeheartedly, but when you Google search for OnePlus Open, this is one of the top ones. And this is the phone for me that I am looking forward to seeing. The OnePlus Open, to me, on paper through leaks, ticks all the boxes. So before I talk about the full specs, I just want to tell you what boxes a foldable phone has to tick in order for me to rate it in my top 5, my top 3, or even number 1. Having used, how many has it been in the last 6 weeks? Like 5 foldable devices. The outer screen matters to me with these big hands, ladies, and fat thumbs. The outer screen on the Z Fold 5 for me is just a bit too narrow. The outer screen on the Pixel Fold is absolutely perfect. However, the OnePlus Open, all renders, all leaks, this is guaranteed. This isn't like maybe going to happen. The OnePlus Open is going to be a passport style device, and it's going to have a 6.3 inch outer diagonal screen. Now in that passport format, for context, this is a 5.8 inch passport. So it's going to be slightly taller and just a bit wider potentially, or taller and the same width. The width on this is, as I say, perfect. So if I take it back to this, what they're also saying in this Review Plus website is it's going to have a triple camera setup. Now, I have heard that there will be a quad camera setup. There will be a periscope zoom lens. However, what I'm now thinking, if I scroll down to the cameras, so what I'm now thinking is they may make, where did it go? Hold on 2 seconds. We'll talk about displays in a second. There we go. They may make the 2x optical 50 megapixel camera a 5x zoom as well. They can do that with the lens. 50 megapixels is certainly a high enough resolution to get 5x periscope zoom lens from. So that's my hope. My hope is that we're going to get that 5x periscope zoom lens. Let me just check the chat before I continue on. Live stream. I have OnePlus 11, Oppo Reno 7, 10 Honor, Magic 4 Pro, Asus Zenfone. You have a lot of great phones. All Android, no foldables. you need to do some clearing out and get yourself a foldable or iPhone, Golan. One thing, sorry, am I saying your name right? Is it Golan? Where did you go? Want to get your name right? Don't want to. I'm pronouncing it Golan. Yeah, get yourself a foldable device or an iPhone. Again, I'm filming this on an iPhone. I have my 2 foldables. I have my Xiaomi 13 Ultra. For those that joined the chat a bit late, let me just show you that it's not just going to be my face all the time. We're going to talk about these devices, but I've got my 2 foldables, my Xiaomi 13 Ultra, which is recording this here. However, using the virtual iRuin camera, the resolution is trash. So don't let that be a black mark against the Xiaomi. I'm just going to go back to a webcam again. Yeah, so you need to have some variety in there. So, like all those phones, but put a bit of variety. When you say Zenfone, what number is Zenfone, did you say? Let me know. Ike, I'm able to buy a Z Fold 5 256 used for 10 days for €1,000 here in Belgium. I should be able to sell my Fold 4 for 800. Yeah. So this, if that's the case, Ike, that's a no-brainer. €200 to go from the 4 to the 5, which is a better hinge. It's slightly thinner. It's got the 8 Gen 2 chip. It's got better cameras because of the processor. Yeah, $200 is a no-brainer. So yeah, do it. Hey, late to the party, Sam. No, not at all. This is a more chilled stream. What time is it there? 2 p.m. Awesome. Thanks for coming along, Samantha, as always. By the way, I started calling you Sam now. Let me know if that's offending you. Sam, Sam. We're friends. Can I call you Sam? And for those in the chat, you'll notice that Samantha and a few others have the little star beside them. They are members. We have a WhatsApp group chat, and we chat daily, hundreds of messages. Right now, I think we're talking, I've kind of missed it because I was setting up a live stream. I think the WhatsApp chat's talking about pets just now. Is that right, Sam? Mohammed, how we doing? Waiting for a OnePlus Fold. Yeah. Don't want to pay that now for it as others don't have Android Auto. Oh, you don't, right, okay, sorry. You don't want to pay that amount for the Pixel, but you don't want to get the Mix Fold 3 or the Honor Magic V2 because you use Android Auto. Yeah, very good point, as I make it in all my videos. The Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 and the Honor Magic V2 will not support Android Auto, and you don't want to buy the Pixel, so you're waiting for the OnePlus. The interesting thing about the OnePlus, again, part of the leaks that we're seeing quite a lot, is the price. Some people have it as low as $1,300. Excuse me. There is zero chance this will be $1,300. Like, zero. But I do think it'll be $1,500. Sorry, I had some fizzy juice, fizzy pop, Coca-Cola before the stream, so I had to get that out. So, yeah, I think waiting for the OnePlus Open is not a bad idea. However, I'm being biased here. I bloody love the Pixel Fold. So much so, I bought it twice. What's your favourite foldable phone? A question I get all the time. And you know me, I'm always going to be honest. Even though I sold mine, I still at this point think the Mix Fold 3 is my... Oh, I don't know. It does change all the time, and I don't want people to make their purchasing decisions based on me. Right now in my head, it's between the Mix Fold 3 and the Pixel Fold. The Pixel Fold's always been nagging away at me. Like, it's always been there. I've got a case in it, so I'll show you the box. The porcelain colour variant especially, those that know me in the members chat, Sam, know that I have been desperate for the porcelain. I'm so delighted to have it. The fact that all the software, everything just works. I don't use Android Auto, so that's not an issue. But just everything else, you don't have to go through the setup. You don't have to change the battery settings to make sure you get notifications. You don't have issues sometimes with the Gmail widget crashing or some notifications not coming through or Google Messages not working. Everything just works, which plays a big part. But I do think the Mix Fold 3 and the Pixel Fold are the two that are, tied, will we say. Just get caught up. What will be the price of the OnePlus Open? I think I answered that. $1,500. Now, as far as release date, I'm hoping it comes out next month. Yeah, so there will be an event on the 26th of September, off the top of my head, and it'll be released the week after, or that Friday. Is the 26th a Monday? Within a week of that timescale, so that takes you into the first week of October, they'll be shipping the OnePlus Open. For context, there was a delay. It was meant to be before then, but there was a lawsuit of some degree, patents and stuff between Nokia and Oppo, who are the owners of OnePlus, the parent company, which impacted on release. It's to do with displays. Anyway, that's all been resolved now. So yeah, first week of October, devices will ship, and I will be one of those people waiting for a device. I feel like I didn't need to say that. I feel like you knew I'd be one of those people waiting for a device. Adult Developer, hello again, how are we? How is the iPhone for bokeh video? How's the iPhone for bokeh video, and will the iPhone 15 improve the camera? So the iPhone has a cinematic mode, which funnily enough on the 13, with the first time they'd introduced it, so it wasn't quite fine-tuned, but the benefit of Apple is iOS do updates very regularly, so the cinematic mode in the 13 Pro is actually pretty damn good. I don't use it all too often because I'm quite a handsy person. Again, ladies, calm down. And whenever you put something, anything, it loses focus quite a lot. So I keep cinematic mode off and I just use the normal 4K resolution. And will the 15 Pro have better cameras? I've done a video on this. Absolutely. One thing iPhone do is improve the cameras every year. They might not redesign or reinvent the wheel when it comes to design or how the phone looks, or the software. Although they are getting better. iOS 17, 16, 15 have been getting better. But what they always do is make the cameras better. And they are better, guys. I know you all want to hate an iPhone. Not all of you, but some of you want to hate an iPhone. From the 12 Pro Max to the 13 Max with a jump, to the 14 Max with the Pro RAW and the 48 megapixel lens was a big jump. The 15 Pro is bringing a 5 or 6x optical zoom lens, which you just know is going to be one of the best zoom lenses on the planet. I will argue right now, and I'm going to say it right now, I think it will be better than the 10x optical on the Samsung. I know that sounds backwards, but what iPhones can do with their processing, their photonic engine is unbelievable. And they've always got 4K. The other thing about Android phones, a lot of Chinese phones, is that front-facing selfie camera is capped at 1080p. I'll never understand it. Even the fantastic Xiaomi 13 Ultra with its 8K on all lenses on the rear is capped at 1080p on the front. Really annoys me. Jermaine Lewis, let's get to your question. Have you heard anything about the release date for the OnePlus Open? Hopefully I've answered that. September 26th event, first week of October release. What's my daily driver phone? Depends what day of this week you've asked me. At the start of the week, it would have been the Z Fold 5. Then I had a period... Oh, no, I didn't. Not this week. At the start of the week, it was the Mix Fold. Or was that last week? Sorry, I shipped it. Sorry. When did I ship it? 7 days ago, it was the Mix Fold 3. 5 days ago, it was the Z Fold 5, or 4 days ago, whenever Jonathan, one member, sent it to me. And yesterday, it is now the Pixel Fold. My daily driver changes all the time. The one constant is for videos, I always use my iPhone. Are you thinking about a kickstand case for the Pixel Fold? Nope. Don't use them very often, to be honest. I've got 2 seconds. Got these little things that I pop phones on to take photos and images from. Yes, I wouldn't carry this out and about, but I work from home. I am rarely out and about these days, to be quite honest. Not on, if I am, I'm on a bus and I wouldn't have a table to put a kickstand on. So yeah, not for me. Samantha, Bloody Love Pixel Fold 2, 100%. I want the Pixel Fold to replace my tablet too. The Pixel Fold depends what tablet you've got. What tablet do you have just now, Raoul? It's quite small if you want to replace your tablet. I've got one of the world's biggest in the Tab S8 Ultra. But yeah, we couldn't replace my tablet, but yeah. Mohammed, good question. Let's talk about it for a minute. I have seen the Huawei Mate 60 Pro. I had it in my basket actually through Wanda Mobile, link in all my video descriptions. Have you seen the specs, Mohammed? I was shocked. Not mind-blowing. Really not mind-blowing. The reason I would purchase a Huawei in the UK, like the Huawei Mate X3, is because the hardware makes up for the fact that you have to use G-Box and G-Space. The hardware on the Mate 60 Pro is inferior to the S23 Ultra and the what I think is the best candy bar Android phone is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. So I removed it from the basket. It wasn't a money thing, it was just a hardware. Software we know is fairly trash in the UK, but you can get around it. But when the hardware is not as good, no. If I were you, unless you've already bought it, in that case, I'm sure it'll be fine. But the P60 Pro Art Edition, that's pretty cool in that blue colour. I think they're about the same price. I'd go for that. Hate to say it, but photos in the iPhone look better than the Pixels now. It's subjective, isn't it? There's something there. If you took 100 photos from each phone, you'd probably 50-50, maybe 55 to the iPhone, 45 to the Pixel. What I find amazing is when you think back to 5 years ago, like the advancements in all photography on smartphones is wild. Live streams, for example, video calls, like everything would have had to be like Sony A7S III and all these thousands and thousands of pounds worth of cameras. I now have a refurbished iPhone 13 Pro as my main camera for all videos. I now use all these devices and foldable phones, the Pixel Fold, a 5x periscope zoom lens with that Pixel Magic. The Samsung, yes, it's only a 3x zoom. And to give Samsung some credit, the camera array, the photos it produces are pinpoint sharp. The zoom's fantastic. The zoom actually basically kept up with the 5x zoom of the Xiaomi Mix Fold 3 in some situations. So, yeah. iPhone's cameras, to get back to what you said, iPhone camera is better than Pixels. I think it's subjective. I think overall, again, every different condition, 100 photos of each, maybe you'd pick the iPhone more than anything. So, yeah, I love, this is my favourite type of live stream where I can just answer these questions. I wish I had the chat on my tablet rather than having to look away all the time. Sorry. Tarek, do you the thickness of the OnePlus? I'm thinking you're saying, do I know the thickness of the OnePlus Fold? I actually do know the thickness of the OnePlus Fold because of this. Well, I say I know it, but this article talks about the thickness, and that is potentially one downside. Let me bring that back up. One downside of the thickness. I'm sure I read the dimensions. 7.4 millimeters unfolded, 14.6 millimeters folded. So, for context, let me just bring that away. 7.4 millimeters unfolded is only 2.5 millimeters thinner than the V2 folded. So this OnePlus Open, if this leak is correct, is going to be 5 millimeters thicker. That's half a centimeter thicker than the Honor Magic V2. 3 or 4 millimeters thicker than the Mix Fold 3, and thicker than... It's actually, with this case on, that's actually a really good point. So this, with the bumper case, because you can see it's raised, that's actually a good representation of the thickness of the OnePlus Open. And here is the Z Fold. Slightly thinner than the Pixel Fold. No, slightly thicker than the Pixel Fold, but with this bumper case on. This is what the OnePlus Open is going to be like. Another good benefit of that Casetify case. Good question though, Tariq. Pretty good. I have an iPad 10.5 inch. Yeah, so still 3-inch difference. And for the sake of the iPad 10.5 inch, by the way, I think the iPad you have might be 10.2 inch. Don't know if they do a 10.5, do they? They're not 10.2. Yeah, you're not going to get much to sell it, so keep it. And I told you, Raoul, we know this. We have a deal. 100,000 subscribers, and I will send you a Pixel Fold. But wait, 100,000 subscribers, and I send you whatever Pixel Fold variant we're on. Not the original Pixel Fold. If it takes me 3 years to get there, and we're on the Pixel Fold 4, I buy you the Pixel Fold 4. So help me get to 100k subscribers. Cody, how's it going? Cody has a little spanner because he is a moderator in my chat. Cody, it is a quieter chat tonight, so have no fear. Everybody's been super cool. As I mentioned, some of the streams actually do tend to get a bit wild. We've only got about 20 people watching tonight, which, to be honest, I'm fine with. I'm good with that. It means I can actually get round to all the questions. Hey Mike, what widget is that? What one? Oh, website. What widget? What did we say it was called? Review Plus. I'll just copy it, Sam. 2 seconds. And I'll put it in the live chat. I was going to put it in a group chat, but I'll put it in a live chat. Can't make everything for the members. There we go. Hopefully you can all click on that link, okay? Or Sam, you can. Yeah, that's where I got the info from. Again, there's quite a few leak pages and they all have similar stuff. They all say the phone's going to be out end of September. This might have been asked already, but where do you rank the Honor V2 compared to the Mix? Yeah, has been asked, but I'm always happy to answer because these are big purchasing decisions. As it stands right now, because the Honor Magic V2 is restricted to a Chinese ROM, it falls behind the Mix Fold 3, the Z Fold 5, and the Pixel Fold. And most other foldables, to be honest. Because Gbox and Gspace is just a pain. Once the global ROM is out, or once Honor start dishing out the global ROM to those that apply, it'll be third. I still have the Mix Fold 3 and the Pixel Fold being better. Hopefully we reach 100k soon. Yeah, soon's a strong word. The fact that we might reach 10k soon is absolutely blowing my mind. The fact that so far, hint, hint, 23 people have joined the channel and become members. That's just madness to me. I love it. It's great. Crandons. I just joined. What made you get the Pixel Fold again? Because I'm addicted. And would you recommend spending full price for it? Can you get it? If you can get it secondhand much cheaper, then go for it. I got mine again. So first part of the question, why did I get it again? Because I loved the first one. I loved it when I bought it 2 months ago. It had everything I kind of want. It's got the 5x periscope zoom lens, wireless charging. It's got everything I wanted from a foldable device. I just knew that the Honor Magic V2 was coming, the Mix Fold 3 was coming. There's other devices, and I cannot afford to keep 3 or 4 or 5 foldable devices at the cost of what, $1,500, £1,500 on average. So yeah, I couldn't do that. So I had to get rid of the Pixel Fold. At the time, I was able to sell it for what I paid for it, hence why I got rid of it. Wasn't costing me anything to sell. What I always do on my channel is I take £100, sometimes £200 off what I paid. Once I've done my content, I sell them. With the Pixel Fold, they were actually selling it. Some people were selling it at like £400, £500 over retail, which is fine, make your money. I didn't want to do it. So I sold it to a friend for retail, and then I bought the Honor V2, the Mix Fold 3. And always, with the V2 especially, using G-Space and G-Box, it was a pain. With the Mix Fold 3, it was far easier because it had Google support, but there was still some notification issues sometimes with some apps, and the Pixel Fold was always in the back of my head. And then I got the Z Fold 5, and that kind of confirmed that I want the Pixel Fold. Reason being, totally smooth Android experience, but with a larger cover display than the Z Fold 5. So that's why I'm back to the Pixel Fold. As far as if you can get it used from a reliable website or a friend for cheaper than full price, I highly recommend buying the Pixel Fold. However, if you can get it through Google, well, obviously you can get it through Google. If you have to pay full price for it, I don't think you'll regret it, particularly because, I don't know, 6 months down the line, are you really going to lose that much money on it? I don't know. Maybe. But I bought it full price. What I will tell you is, if you buy it and you're ever looking to sell it, let me know. Because at that point, I'll probably not have this Pixel Fold and I'll want another one. So hey, maybe I'll buy it. Hopefully that answered your question. Samsung Notes is so good. Wish you could use it on Pixel phone. Yeah, Samsung Notes is great. The S Pen is great. Disappointing they haven't managed to, I really don't understand how they can't fit a pen in here. I don't get it. And for those that say, it's because the battery's there and it's too big with the battery. Bollocks. 4,400 milliamp hour battery. The Honor Magic V2 is 9.9 mils thick and it has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Samsung, need to calm down. Samsung are just being lazy with their hardware. That's all they're doing. They're just wanting to reuse the hardware. So yeah, if once they get an S Pen in the Z Fold, not in a case, in the actual phone like the S23 Ultra, that'll be halfway to being a game-changing phone. Yeah, the members website is great. You all should become members and sign up. Thanks, Cody. Doing my job for me. Cody, did you also notice right at the start of the chat, Super COON, I can spell it out, yeah? I didn't say it, guys. Don't cancel me. $20. Wild. But yes, the members chat, there's different tiers. You don't have to go for the full wild $20 a month tier. Just sign up for the few bucks a month and you'll get added to the private WhatsApp group chat. Black Friday, Google will probably put on sale for Black Friday. So I keep hearing this, and I'm not going to say you're wrong, Rail. I don't. I know Google do this. They've done it with every phone they've ever had. The Pixel Fold is different. Do you know why? 2 reasons. The Pixel Fold actually costs a fair bit of money to manufacture and produce. And also, the Pixel Fold has the demand. Unlike any other Pixel for a long time, the demand on the Pixel Fold has been great. Again, I'm not sitting here saying they won't. What they will do is they might knock a few $100 off, or they'll go back to offering a Pixel Watch 2 when that comes out in a few weeks. I think they'll do those kind of deals, but you're not going to get this like half off or even a third off anytime soon. But they will have some form of deals that involve getting a bundle or something. Extremely long shot question. Do I have an AirPods Max case? I seem to have lost mine. Do you mean the little bra thing that it comes with? Is that what you're talking about? The AirPods Max, the official bra case that's meant to turn them off when it's in it, but it's not. I don't. I've got a hard shell case for the headphones somewhere. I don't think I'm using. It's not an official Apple one. It's just a hard shell case. I'll happily send you that, Cody, but I don't have the bra thing that you pop it in. When will Honor Magic be available in the UK? January or February 2024. However, it's technically available right now. Buy it from Wanda Mobile, link in description. Then go to honorglobal.com, register to be one of the people that gets access to a global patch. It's not a global ROM, but it's a patch that will give you GMS services. That's Google services. Yes, folks, this is available. Hoping for an AirPods Max 2 very soon. Getting sick of terrible battery life on the AirPods Max wasn't bad for me, but I guess you've had them for quite a while. Yeah, it would be great. Hard shell case you have. Turn them off. No, it's literally just a carry case. That's all it is. I think it was like 20 quid or something from Amazon. But I sold my AirPods Maxes. I'm not using it. So if you want it, give me your address and WhatsApp me and I'll send it on to you. Tariq's thinking to buy the Pixel Fold. Should I wait till the OnePlus Open comes? Tariq, you will not regret the Pixel Fold, but at this stage, assuming you've got a phone that you're happy to use for another month, I would wait to see what the OnePlus Open officially is, what the price is, and then make your decision. And who knows, by then, if Raoul's right, maybe the Pixel Fold is $100 or $200 less. OnePlus Open might make you quit off the Pixel Fold. We will see soon. Raoul, whatever foldable device you want when I hit 100k, it's yours. Simple. And take a look at the membership as well. Right. How are we doing? Oh, yeah, okay. Still more questions. I hope you enjoy. Again, I've promised to do live streams every week, and I enjoy doing them. They're good interaction between me and you, and I'm always going to do them. So thanks for joining. I'm noticing the hardcores. Again, some streams get, well, the Honor ones got over 2,000 views, but I like all these ones. They're really good. I get to answer all your questions, and I feel like we're kind of, chatting. How's the Pixel Fold camera? Excellent. If the OnePlus Open camera is not good, we'll go. So this might be a hot take and a bold statement. It's probably not. Neither, actually. I don't think it's going to be a surprise to anyone. OnePlus do fine cameras. They're fine. I will be shocked at the day when OnePlus release a phone that has better cameras than any Pixel device. That's not to say sometimes the lenses aren't higher spec or the megapixels aren't higher. It's just to say that they just haven't got that software down, even with that Hasselblad partnership. I've owned the OnePlus Open 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and while I've really liked all of the phone, not the 10 or the 11, but the cameras on them have been fine. But no, I don't think the OnePlus Open's cameras will be the deciding factor. I think what should be the deciding factor on the OnePlus Open versus the Pixel Fold is the price and the outer screen / inner screen, how that works. If you're looking for a quarter player of earbuds, I can't recommend the Audio Technica more. Never used them. Are they good? I use AirPods Pro 2. They're obviously super reliable. Oh, Flossy. See, Flossy's like an anomaly to me, because what annoys me about Chris from TechSpert, and while I like watching his content, is he'll just review anything that's sent to him, it seems. Some of the most random stuff. But then Flossy does that as well. He just puts more passion into it. And he also will not hold back. If something is trash, he will say it's trash. You rarely hear Chris slag off a product he's been sent. Flossy does. Shoot, OnePlus cameras being just fine is a bit... Probably been harsh. What I'm saying is the OnePlus cameras have yet to be, for me, on a par with the Pixel cameras. So I can't see how the OnePlus Open is going to overtake. Remember, the Pixel Fold has that 5x periscope zoom lens and all the Pixel magic and magic eraser and long exposure shots. So, yeah. Going to make me get the Pixel. Really tempted. Sorry, I'm having a... Will the answer you have gave today... With the answer you gave today. Sorry, right. Okay. Well, again, you're not going to be disappointed. John lives in the USA and wants an Armage V2. I know where this is going. But my understanding, there's no way to get Android Auto and Google Play on it. Technically not true. Android Auto, yeah, there's no way of getting that. Google Play, you get virtually through G-Space and Gbox, but not natively. But as I've mentioned a few times, Honor Global are patching Google services to anyone with a Chinese Honor Magic V2. You just have to apply on the website. However, that will not fix the Android Auto issue. Lack of 5x periscope zoom is the... Yeah, like, again, the Honor Magic V2, for me, again, it's that whole tick thing. For me, for a flagship phone that you're going to charge, £1,000 plus, it has to have minimum 4x periscope zoom, ideally 5x, if possible 10x, and the Honor doesn't do that. The triple camera setup is amazing. I love what Honor's doing with their phones. I love the Magic 5 Pro camera setup, but there's no 5x periscope zoom lens. Flossie has white shoes and I have nothing. I know. Yeah, white shoes is... Yeah. I was just about to say white shoes should have an Instagram page or a YouTube channel, but I stopped myself short because in this day and age, white shoes probably does. I'm sure you'll be able to tell me in the chat. Does white shoes have its own social media? White shoes has been going a while. Not that I'm saying it's going anywhere, but I've got a YouTube like and a bottle of Prime. Surely that's good enough. So, I did say I would talk about what I've got just now, so I'm going to do that now, and then I'll let some questions build up in the chat. What's happened here? Oh, this phone's 2 seconds, folks. I take it with the eye ruin camera thing, you only get so long, do you? Let's try again. There we go. Will I just hold it and do it? No. I'm going to put it on here. That looks trash. Yep, that's messed up my whole rig. Sorry, 2 seconds. Now I've just dropped the 13 Ultra. Right, screw it. I'm just going to do it to the other camera. For those that wanted to buy the 13 Ultra, it's probably smashed to smithereens now. Phones I have just now. 13 Ultra, which is maybe still alive. Let's have a look. 13 Ultra is still alive, thank goodness. That Gorilla Glass Victus. I love this phone. So I'm just going through my phones just now. Reasons I love this phone: 5x periscope zoom lens, 120 times digital zoom. Even at 120 times digital zoom, you can make stuff out, which is pretty damn weird at 120 times zoom. The 6.73 inch Super AMOLED 120Hz display is just phenomenal. The build quality, everything about it. I have owned 3 of these. Weirdly though, not weirdly, because I've had so many other phones over the past couple of weeks, this didn't leave the box for a few days, and still to this point, and I've had it nearly 2 weeks, has not left the house. Yep, I've done no content on this particular version of the phone, not that it's any different to the others. This is a global ROM, by the way. Global ROM 13 Ultra. That's my favourite candy bar Android device. I see some questions going there, but I'm going to keep going on while I'm on a roll and before I smash any other phones. My first Android foldable is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 5 in ice blue. I've done a first impressions video. I will be doing a comparison with my other Android foldable, the Pixel Fold. I really like a lot of this phone. The cameras, the feel of the screen, the crease is definitely better than it's ever been in a Z Fold device. The biggest plus of this device is the software. The software, One UI 5.1, it's the easiest multitasking device, even easier than the Pixel Fold, which is odd because Google and Android, yeah. But Samsung just do it better because they've got that years of experience. And also with the, let me just open this. Oh, I took my SIM card out, so I have to enter my PIN. With the Good Lock app, you can customize every millimeter of the device. Like genuinely, from the always on display to the lock screen, to the main screen, to the charging sounds, everything you can customize on the Samsung with the Good Lock app. Yeah, I love that device. And it does have pen support. A lot of the foldables we talk about these days, well, I can name them. The Honor Magic V2 and the Samsung Z Fold 5. They're the only two, I think I'm right in saying, that have stylus support. It's pretty poor when you consider they are essentially mini tablets. I'll get to the chat where you tell me I'm probably wrong, but I think they're the only two. Now, my next Android foldable, no surprises, is a Google Pixel Fold. For those that joined the chat later, or for those that didn't hear me at the start, I've owned this before. I was one of the first reviewers to get a hold of one because Google, thank goodness, didn't seem to ship out loads to all these reviewers because demand was so high. So I ordered mine. It came the day before it was meant to, which meant I got mine like sometimes a month. Some big reviewers were waiting almost a month to get theirs delivered. So I managed to jump on that quick, get loads of content, got so many views. I think roughly 1,100 subscribers added to my channel just through the Pixel Fold content. So yeah, if you joined my channel due to the Pixel Fold comment, drop a little thumbs up in the chat. So the Pixel Fold, again, software, and in this case, hardware, make it the best foldable, in my opinion, just now. With the Mix Fold 3 very, very close. And it's mainly because of the 5x periscope zoom lens and the outer screen. 5.8 inch passport format. Let me just unlock this. Look at it. Perfect. Let me bring up the members WhatsApp chat. So here, look. And then let me bring up the keyboard. Look. It's a proper big keyboard. I did tell you we were talking about animals. There you go. That's what the WhatsApp chat's chatting about just now. So yeah, the Pixel Fold just works for me. And my fourth phone that I'm using is the iPhone 13 Pro, refurbished, brought through a company in the UK called giffgaff for £660. Again, refurbished. It's just reliable. It's my, old faithful. iPhones just work. Those are all the phones I have. I did mention I would do a stream at some point. They're all down here now. I'm just going to put it down. So you can see there I've got some of my old devices. There's original iPhones, there's iPhone XS Max, there's Nokias, there's, lots of stuff going on there. And I will do a live stream covering those. But yeah, the 4 phones I've covered, modern phones, those are the ones I use. And I will do a live stream on my older phones. I've got Sony's and, BT phones or like Philips phones. So yeah, that's it. Now, at some point, all of these devices will be for sale. Full, transparency. Someone is already looking to buy the Xiaomi the Xiaomi 13 Ultra, with a cash plus trade deal for their immaculate conditioned OnePlus 11. So weird that we're actually talking about that just now. OnePlus 11 with the 100 watt SuperVOOC charger and an unopened case, all that stuff. So cash plus that. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that because they're really looking for the 13 Ultra and I want to give them a deal while getting a deal back in return. The Z Fold 5 is for sale. Currently, nobody knows it's for sale, but I am selling this cash only. But I say cash only. I'll sell it for a trade, depending on what you're trading, for a very, very good price. This is the 512GB ice blue version. Yeah. I'm not going to say the price, but it's a very, very good price. So if you're interested, let me know. And I think you'll be shocked by how much I'm selling it for. Pixel Fold, I'm not selling, I'm keeping. iPhone, I'm not selling, I'm keeping. So, yeah. Z Fold 5 is for sale if you're interested. Now, if anybody's still watching, let me wrap up by looking at the questions. Still got 20 people in there, hanging on in there strong. Thank you very much. Have we had any new members yet? I want to see somebody join. Come on, flash up a new member to the channel. A few bucks a month, guys. Get a goldfish. Okay. But even a goldfish, I have to like feed. Love my wet shoes. Will the V2 be old news by the time it's released globally? It won't be old news, but yeah, the hype will be gone because, well, what I've got in between the OnePlus Open. Actually, I suppose there's really only the OnePlus Open because Vivo aren't doing an X Fold 2 Plus variant this year. So the OnePlus Open, which is basically the Oppo Find N3, and that's the only foldables I think you're going to get between now and the Magic V2. So it'll still have some buzz, as it should do. It's a fantastic phone. If Average Dad gets a pet, I'll make a jingle for it. Drop test, yeah. Luckily, the Xiaomi passed the drop test. expensive the price of Zenfone 10 is. Did I miss something? Is it the Zenfone 10 you've got? I got 100 cash. Deal? Is that for the Z Fold? 100? Are you joking? um, I like to take mobile street photography with the Honor Magic 4 Pro. With the aperture mode. How's the Xiaomi 13 Ultra for street photography? I mean, technically, I have done some street photography because I take photos outside, sometimes on streets. But I'm not the guy to say. All I can say is the Xiaomi 13 Ultra has the best camera setup on any device in the world right now. And those that own one, I think will agree. Because yes, in the aperture mode, is it like a 4-stop? I think it's like f4.0 or something it goes to. I'm not the biggest camera geek, but yeah, the aperture mode's fantastic on it. I had the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V and it was pretty cool as well. You're the best. No, I'm definitely not. I'm trying and I appreciate it. I'm not the best. I'm just one of yous. I just love tech, but I'm the one that decided to start a channel and conveniently and luckily decided to watch. So no, not the best. Is that it then? Are we done? Do we have any more questions before I sign off and get ready for another week of work? How long's that been? An hour. I can go longer if you want. Tempted in the Z Fold. Just because. Good price, Sam. Sell the Z Fold for 100 cash after you rage smash it. It'd still be worth more than 100 even smashed. Screen replacements are pretty cheap with Samsung. Okay. Any more questions? Any more? For any more? I love these things, folks. I love chatting live with you. Yeah, I'm trying to think. So to finish off, I'll tell you content. There will be a lot more Pixel Fold content. There will be a Pixel Fold versus Z Fold 5 video. But of course, maybe a camera comparison between the Pixel Fold and the Xiaomi 13 Ultra. In fact, I'll definitely do that. Just because I like doing those type of videos. I like the cameras comparisons. Yeah, so that's it. That's me. You're done. You got an hour with me. I'll be back every day this week with a new video. So if you can remember and be bothered, have a look at the video, check it out, smash like, subscribe. And again, for all those regular viewers that aren't members yet, take a look into it. The WhatsApp group is great. And once I reach 100 members, I will be revealing the meetup location for our first members event where I buy everyone that can attend dinner and drinks. And it's not going to be in the UK. So don't think that because I'm from the UK, we're going to the UK. No, we are going abroad. I'm doing a random generated location. So if you're interested in joining that and becoming one of the members of the Average Dad channel, sign up. The join button is at the bottom of every video I do and on the main page. Right, I'm rambling now and I'm sounding like a used car salesman, so I'm going to go. So yeah, until next time, you know what I'm going to do. See, always works. Then there's an awkward thing because when I hit stop stream, it then comes up on here. Are you sure you want to stop stream?